So we got the doo-doo-doos with Matinee, See You Later, or Matane. Is that no, it's not Matinee, it's Matane. Anyway, thank you so much, Toshi99. This music video dropped March 27th, 2026, 2 weeks ago. The Doo-Doo-Doos just finished their first album release tour. Somebody mentioned about the Doo-Doo-Doos that this is the music that can only be played if you believe in the magic of rock and roll. And I totally agree with it, Toshi says. Yoko Hino, the female guitarist and vocalist, said that Kuhara, the male guitarist and vocalist, was somewhat well known among bands of the same age in Chiba for being a really cool rock and roll guy. When someone like him asked me to make music together, I felt like it was a miracle, and that's why I'm doing it. Wow, that's really cool. So what, like, she was kind of a fan of her fellow bandmate before they got together. That's awesome. Hold on. So the brilliance hasn't faded at all. That brilliance hasn't faded at all, and we just keep doing bright things in a bright way. I think this band has that kind of brilliance. All right. Thank you so much, Toshi99, for sharing that quote and that little bit of background. So let's check this out. Oh, that's right. They don't have a bassist. So that's just like low, distorted, or overdriven guitar. Fuzz, I guess. That sounds cool. Ooh. Dude, it's a really cool guitar riff. I wonder, it's just got a really cool harmonic texture and movement to it. Oh. So literally just taking the fifth and what is that? Augmented, I think the fifth moving is augmented, and then up to the sixth, seven. That's just a really cool sound, and it's all the fifth is just moving up one note at a time chromatically, but it's got such a classic rock sound to it, and just everything about this guitar sounds so cool. That thick Velcro-y fuzz. There were some cool higher licks he was throwing in there. And it gives the song a really cool, like, gritty vibe. And it sounds awesome, too, with her guitar. That's more, like, bright and, you know, rhythmic and stuff. They have a huge sound for just two guitars. I like this tom-driven drum pattern too. Check out the bass drum. Okay. Now they're not showing the bass drum at all. Oh, that's right. They have the not circular kick drum. Vox brand too. Like, I did not know Vox made drums, but I remember seeing that kick drum now in one of their older music videos, the really colorful one, you know? Oh, sweet. Right up this guitar solo. Ooh. Such a good sound. I want to hear that guitar solo again after we talk about this drums kit. All right. Where? I guess we're not going to see the drum kit while I talk about it. But there's a 2020 Vox Telstar, a reissue of the late 60s Vox Telstar / Trixon Speedfire. So Vox was making drum kits in the 60s. I had no idea they made drum kits. The original bass drum had a baffle inside dividing the drum into small and large sides. You could put 2 pedals on the batter side, giving you 2 bass drum tones. What? So it was literally like split in half and you had like a large side and a small side? So you had a lower, thumpier kick and then a tighter, smaller kick? That's really interesting. So that's why it's shaped like that? Interesting. I've never thought of a drum being any other shape besides circle. So that's really interesting. So I'm guessing there was like a small chamber here and a large chamber here. But did you say the new ones don't have that design anymore? Okay. New version doesn't have a baffle, so it's 26 inches wide. How do you find heads for this kick drum? I'm guessing you just have to buy them from... Oh, wait. Looks like Vox collaborated with Remo based on the logo. But that must be crazy to actually manufacture these drum heads. Special order drum heads. I love that their drummer has that kick drum because this band in general is just such a vibe, you know? Like they have a really interesting, colorful persona as a band that, like, you know, kind of quirky and goofy, but that kick drum just really fits their style, I feel like. Anyway, can you imagine having a custom order or like special order your drum heads? I wonder how much it costs to just order a kick drum head for that kick drum. Anyway, excuse me. Thank you so much for sharing this one with us, Toshi99, and all the backstory too. That was really cool.
You can sub if you want to. If you don't, nobody will. And you can act real cool and nothing like a fool, and I can act like an imbecile.
Stream my anime and full concert reactions by joining my Patreon. There you can make your own reaction requests or visit my website, all linked below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.